Smokers contribute about £12 billion in income tax every year. That's the only benefit you will have from smoking. Now, when I asked the smokers why they smoke, none of them actually told me because of contributing of income tax. The real reason to why people smoke is because of addiction. Now, for you who does not smoke, it's very hard for you to understand that. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say, for example, you go on a beach or in the swimming pool. Now you dip your head in the water. After 1 or 2 minutes, what you will want is a bit of air. You will feel suffocated. This is actually how it feels for smokers when they don't have that smoke, that cigarette. The only difference is that bit of air will give you life, and that smoke will give you early death. Knowledge is power. Who believes that? Knowledge is power. Everyone? Wrong! Knowledge is not power. Who doesn't know that smoking kills? Smoking is bad, but they do it anyway. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. It is what you do with this knowledge that will determine its power. So I'm not going to be telling you how bad smoking is or how bad it can be for your health. I'm sure you already know that. So instead, I'll be telling you a way how you could stop smoking. So I'll give you my own story as an example. I started smoking when I was about 13 or 14 years old. The reason being is peer pressure, or you wanted to grow up and be cool. So before I know it, I was smoking between 10 to 20 cigarettes a day. And then 10 years down the line, I said, I've grown up already. I'm not getting anything out of smoking, so it's time for me to give up. Then out of, I said, tomorrow I will give up. So I made up my mind. And then tomorrow, I usually have my first cigarette in the morning around 7 o'clock. Then check the time, it's 7:05. I'm doing very good here. Then after some time, I check my time again, 6:07. Okay, check my time again, 7:07. I couldn't resist it. I just run down the road and then buy a packet of cigarettes and actually smoke 2 cigarettes, one after another one. And I said to myself, tomorrow I will give up. And then tomorrow comes again, and this time I did a little bit better. I went up to like 10 minutes. And then this happened over and over and over again for so many times. And at the end I said, there's no way for me. I could not give up smoking. It is impossible. I cannot do that. Until one day, I was about to have a major operation. And then I went to see my doctor. And my doctor is a very, very nice lady and very vicious as well. And she told me, I have a good news and a bad news for you. And I said, what's the good news? And she said, the good news is I have your operation date. I said, that's not a very good news, is it? So, what's the bad news? And the bad news she said was, if you do not stop smoking, and she used some medical term which I did not understand, something bad could happen. But I was freaked out. I said, I went home, and I was sitting down after watching EastEnders. I was thinking, I said, no, that's going to be true, because there's a lot of smokers out there. They smoke every day, and nothing happened. But I mean, doctors, they always say that. They always want you to stop smoking. I'm not going to stop smoking. I've done that before. I've tried it. Didn't work. I'm not going to stop smoking. And then I said, I just opened the door. Before I have my last cigarette, I just opened the door, checking on my children. My children were sleeping, and then a thought came to me. I said, what if that was true? Something happened to me. What's going to happen to my children? Who's going to look after them? They'll be an orphan. What if I die? I mean, that hit me really, really hard. And from that was a reason for me to actually stop smoking. And from that day till now, it's been 3 years. Actually gave up smoking. I haven't had any cigarette at all. It's been over 3 years. Now, the reason for me being stopped smoking is because I knew my why, because of my children. Now, if you want to stop smoking, know your why. Why do you want to smoke? No one can make you stop smoking. You're going to have to do it by yourself. Know your why. Why? Because maybe your spouse, your family members, your children, yourself, or health or wealth, whatever reason it is, know your why. There is a story, a true story in India of a man. He actually break a mountain. It took him 22 years. The reason being because there was a mountain in between him and hospital. And when he was taking his wife to the hospital, his wife died in the way. And he made a decision. No one should ever die like this. Now, it took him 22 years to actually break that mountain. He put like a road in between that mountain. That is a true story. The reason why he did it, because he knew his why. Know your why, you can do wonderful things. You can, let alone giving up smoking, you can even move a mountain. Now, just before I finish, I just want to say a last thing. Your body is the only place for you to live. Take good care of it. Thank you.